Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where I am extremely tired, but it's because of something stupid, as in something that I really just don't think. Jury selection. That's all I want to say about it. The only good thing here is that I didn't get freaking selected, so great. Fantastic. It seems like it's over. I really hope. My God, I am not. My hours do not align with their hours. That's really the only major issue there. Oh, that and the fact that I don't like sitting around doing nothing for like several hours. So yeah, we're doing this now. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Tired as all hell, but that's not going to stop me from what needs to be done. We are going to continue building. And that, my friends, is really simplistic. What I want to do here, something that I have been meaning to do for a little bit, I want to go on ahead and get some poison. Why are you down? I want to get some poison here. And we're also going to be just building more of this level. Also, I adjusted something here. I adjusted the resolution, I believe. Because this is a game that does not need resolution, right? What was this, the one? No, that's preference. I think it's project settings, right? Yeah, see, the resolution is now half. So hopefully that's fine. Hopefully. Like, if I can... Because it seems like there is kind of like a launcher option for some games, i.e. Sonic Adventures 2. If I can do something like that, I could have a way where you can adjust the, setting. Just because I feel like it'd be a nice thing to have in general. Because I guess there would also be extra options we can have that would change that, but I gotta figure out how that works. Theoretically, it shouldn't be too hard, right? Well, one would hope. We won't know until we get to that point. But today I'm going to be recording several things now that I have the time to do it, and then I'm hopefully going to get a good head start on Elementals Reborn. Ideally, all the recordings we need to do get finished within the span of, say, why are you... Whatever, it's easy fix. Throughout the spam of, getting the recordings finished, hopefully, to 10 o'clock. So, we'll see. Luckily, it didn't take too long. We got released early. All of us got released. Except for those that were selected. I think those people are still... Well, maybe not still there, but at the very least they're not... They have to uphold, I guess. That's not what I want. I need you to be a 7 or something. So, yeah. I don't really have much to say about that. It's literally just everything that we all do here. There's not much to say, and I really don't feel like talking about it to begin with anyways, so don't you worry. We're talking about other things. I still don't like it very much. If anything, just because of the fact that it, is very early in the morning. For somebody whose entire schedule is literally night and afternoon. Well, afternoon and night, technically speaking. So not healthy. Definitely not healthy. Now, I'll tell you what also isn't healthy. A rich douchebag who was buying the old place now decided to back out of the deal for some reason. I don't believe it. I mean, we were already planning on getting me out of there. But, a lot of money went into both of us moving. So, yeah. Nobody here is happy. The landlord isn't happy because she can't sell that shite hole. Nobody's there now. Not even one person who we both thought wasn't going to get out within the allotted time frame. It's just all around fuckery, to say the least. Which, you know what, that's fine by me, because if I can showcase to you everything, my place is set up. There's the cat, right there. Chonkers. Got space, and now she's getting chonkish. Right, Moo Moo? Moo Meow? Meow? Meow. So, yeah, all things considered, it all worked out in the end for both of us, because we both are in way better places. So, yay for us. Not yay for the landlord, because she definitely... I don't know what her game plan here is, because she just lost 2 tenants. One that pays the most, and the other one, the squatters. I don't know. I think they still paid it. Well, one wasn't squatting. The other 3 were. There were 3. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's all you need to know, at least. So, yes. She's in a predicament. But you know what? It's not my problem anymore. I'm in my own place. My own element. At the very least now, I don't have to worry too much about a few things. And plus, I'm only, 23 or so minutes away from work. On a good day. So we're not that far, thankfully. Although I will say the one good thing about this nonsense, the jury selection stuff, is that I don't have to worry about coming in to work. I got the day off. And I'm getting paid for it, too. So it's a win-win for everybody. The jury gets people who are actually capable of doing stuff like that. I get paid. I guess, well, maybe not a win for the company, but they do it. It's morally right. It's a moral victory. And that's pretty good, too. I always want to have the moral victory. To some extent. But my god, the drive to where I needed to get to was just simply awful. Like, the highway drive wasn't really that bad. No, I'm talking about the area itself. Ugh, it was terrible. I don't know how anybody would want to live in a place like that. That's for certain. I don't get it. It's a city. Looking at the tall-ass buildings, I felt sick. Because, height, fear, and whatnot. Vertigo or something. Probably not vertigo. Is it vertigo? Well, it ain't revitiligo, that's for certain. It's definitely some kind of V. Because vertical usually means that, right? Oh yeah, I have been neglecting to tell you what I've been doing here. This is what we're doing. Wait, what are you? Ooh, I see. So that means that this area is clear of anything. So we don't need to put anything here. That is fine. Nothing really needs to be here right now. That's not really something that matters. So yeah, that place was terrible. I'm not going to say it even though it's nowhere near me at all. Not like it really matters right now since I'm not in any way, shape, or form famous enough for people who want to go out of their way to see me. But still, it was terrible. Simply terrible. So hopefully we don't have to go there for a while now, because I did not like it at all. Okay, I need to vary up something here real quick. Here's what I want to do. So we got Grat Strand P2, which all this one really is going to be is just one of these. Let me do this just for consistency's sake. Okay, can I see what you look like? No. Why? Riddle me this. Why? Okay, I feel as though you should be 90 then. I'll make you 90 by default. Here it makes more sense to be 90. Oh yeah, see? Looks like a dick. Everything looks like a dick if you don't shove it in the ground. Yeah. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Anyways. No, don't you brush off. We're going to go on ahead and keep on building. No! Alright, cat. What you looking at? You seeing all the other kitties out there? Got cats all over the place here. There's this one cat that just keeps looking at us. It's like that cat knows that this cat's over here. It's like a new cat. It's like, ooh, look at that new cat. She's getting fat. Huh. She must not have her ovaries. Right? Speaking of which, I'm gonna go get water real quick. Real quick, like. I gotta say, it's nice being able to finally live alone. The only issue I have is having to drive 23 minutes away from work. Most people would dream to have that particular distance, because some people was like 30 minutes away. I mean, the route I take is basically 23 minutes, at best. Usually at night, I get home in around 23 minutes. But the nighttime driving is still so fucking terrible. It's so annoying driving sometimes. I've gotten to a point where, you see, I am definitely the anti-Jordan in all rights, in the sense that I am creative, but I don't like cars. And I say creative in the sense that I build stuff. You wouldn't see Jordan building a Minecraft house that I built, or even the Terraria castle that I built. But you won't see me gushing about cars. I really don't like driving. If only just for the fact that there's a whole heaping shit ton of idiots. Also, the fact that I swear a bunch. Despite the fact that Jardoon don't. So, yeah. Really staking that claim there. Needless to say, driving is such a pain in the ass with morons on the road, and there's just fucking, what do you call it? The lights that some of them have, their high beams aren't on, but it feels like it's on because their goddamn lights are so goddamn bright. I feel like when I had to go around this one guy whose brights were blinding me, I momentarily put the high beams on, made my turn, turned them off, and I don't even know if that guy realizes that I'm trying to tell him that his high beams are on, because his high beams probably are not on because the bulbs that they've made are so freaking bright. When I say turn it on, it was like a second. It's like, when you're trying to tell somebody that their blinker is on, you put your blinker on, off, then on again, and then they're like, oh shit, wait, my blinker's on. Well, thanks, broski. I know you can't hear me, but thanks anyways. Just trying to give people friendly reminders of what they have on and what they don't have on. But I don't think that person had their high beams on because they make the goddamn cars so fucking goddamn bright. It's annoying. I wanted to select the branch, you fool. So that guy probably doesn't understand why I did that. No, he probably did understand it because he's like, oh shoot, right, I forgot my headlights are so much more brighter than most headlights. I don't know if he's going to change or they're going to change. I don't know who was in the car, but assume everybody's a he until you see otherwise, basically. And that's my gripe with nighttime driving. Yeah, these are going to be oak just because they kind of coincide with what it was before in the past. We'll probably have some of these scattered around. here. Like, this is that because it makes sense with it being kind of a beachish area. I mean, there's the ocean here, and then the tar pits here. Yeah, I don't have that open because we're not going to need it. I'm just decorating. There's nothing too special that we need here. 15 minutes have passed. Good. I will say the good thing here now is that in PlateUp, our OTC edition, we are going out of our way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Do a speed run. So theoretically, that shouldn't take too long. Oh, I did not realize that was like that. Well, you know what? Okay, no, actually, I feel like these are best placed here. I'll put a strand here. $90. There we go. Can you see that? Maybe I might make that strand bigger. Maybe. Guess we can make some that are slightly bigger. Ugh. Okay, I know where this is. Don't need to worry about going to it. So, yeah. A lot of exhaustion today, obviously. But that's not going to stop me from getting this recorded. I could have gotten a hell of a lot more stuff done with, too, but there was moving and I was not really told that I was going to be sitting around for like 12 hours straight doing nothing on a Saturday. So that was annoying. I got my rug fixed, finally, so now I don't have to worry about my frickin' chair going over it, so that's great. But, still, a little... I mean, yeah, sure, we can get some stuff done with here, yes, but I don't really like our current situation. I still gotta get an episode of Elementals Reborn made and posted. Then after I've done that, I gotta work on Florenia Village. And then after I've done that, I need to work on the next episode of Luna Vita. Oh, and also gotta update some things that occurred throughout the creation instance. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let me just give you the hint. DeviantArt's stupid freaking format changes is forcing me to have to go through all my creations. Not all of my creations, just the ones that matter more. And then convert them to the new format. Which is very annoying because it takes some time to do that. And don't forget, I have like over thousands of creations. So I got a lot that I have to change. It's very tedious. I'm only changing these because of the whole, instance. If I want to make any edits to them, I want to make sure that I have the ability to do that, so whatever, it's fine. At the very least, we shouldn't have any issues making any adjustments. All I gotta do is just change up some things, give the title, and boom. Still, though, really wish they didn't do what they did. Really do. Really wish they didn't do what they did. Just makes things more of a pain in the ass for me to have to fix. Wait a minute. The fuck is that noise? What you hearing out there, Momo? Sounds like somebody's blowing us a whistle, but is failing to blow it. How can you fail to blow a whistle? No. I saw somebody with a bike helmet on. That's probably what it is, an electric scooter. Probably. I mean, I could just do a quick dim and double check over here. Never mind, they're gone. Of course they're gone. But I heard some noises and I think they were coming back. It don't matter. I don't care. because I do my own thing. You know, that's the beauty about having to have a fan to be able to sleep. Is the fact that it kind of blocks out a lot of the noises. So I can sleep through the day and not have to worry about people making too much noises. I feel like everybody should have a fan that is loud. Well, it depends. I mean, yeah, loud. It does need to be loud. I feel like everybody should get a fan. Okay, they are driving back and forth. That is indeed the case. I do DOS declare. 90. I could probably... no, don't do... What? Oh, apparently I duplicated you. I didn't realize. When did I do that? That's fine. I'll give this more space now. I really wish these were a bit more brighter and noticeable. Okay. This one's gonna be a little tricky because I kind of want it to be semi-forest-like. But not like too forest-like. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? So we could probably scatter some trees around, right? Like showing you some of the new foliage if you go into the... or the tree foliage. If you go into the optional area like this. Also, I'm trying to figure out what else I could do to increase performance optimization. Reducing the, what do you call it? Resolution apparently helps a lot. How much, though, I have no clue. But, I mean, should be enough, right? Enough to where it's not going to be too much of a pain to deal with, right? That we'll see. Text. No, it's just something else. Cousin's having a baby and we're in a group text, but I'm not really texting in it because I don't really do that group text stuff. Thankfully, I got one going, or at least a couple going in Discord, but I don't think anything there really changed. Yange. Indubitably, nothing really there. Yeah, ideally there's a bunch of trees over here covering up some of the area. That would be the plan. Maybe we put some pine trees here or something. And we don't need that many, just enough, I guess. Yep, still in the land. Don't forget, there's going to be giant trees here. I'm questioning how I should do the giant trees. I feel like I should have at least 3 different variations of giant trees where the bark is slightly different. Although that kind of feels pointless because if I just have it like rotatable, I can just do it that way instead. What's wrong with me? Stopping. Yeah, you're still doing that for some reason. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Be interesting to see how these look. Like, you're going over here, moving over there. Zoom. Yeah, I want to get more of these, what do you call it, grass strands here. It makes a lot more sense to use this, and it's a hell of a lot easier to do. I'm going to try to use more of them up. Okay, nope, let me just grab you and move you over. And then from here, I'm going to put down a bunch of these trees. Not a bunch. Some at least, just there's like a few around here. I don't know if you're going to see those very well. Like, I think most of these we could probably get away with just Dima disappearing, right? Because none of it's really getting in the way of anything. That would be ideal. Would it not? There we go. Just some trees. We don't want to go too overboard. So I feel like most of this has to kind of be not a forest, but like at least the start of a forest. Wait a minute. Where are you at? Oh, I'm over here. Well, then let's move you over here then. I don't even think we need that much here to begin with. Should bushes be placed around the place? Probably. I don't have many ideas for small bushes, so we can just get away with using the same one. I really wish that this would stay where it needs to stay, because it'd be a hell of a lot easier if it did. I don't think we need to do much with this area. That area is kind of where it needs to be. Let me get some grass strands up in here. I got a small bush. Now let me get a tall pine tree. Tall tree. This is a pine tree. Fool. You fool! Now we just go over to here. Put at least a few more of these in. And the jungle will mostly take over all of that. I'll bring that one down a bit. I need to zoom in this section, goddammit. Definitely should put in a bush up there. Don't worry too much about the strands underneath the trees. We gotta think about the ones that can be seen. Obviously. It looks like it'll be just in there. Damn it, where's my green? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I plan on doing for dinner. I think that for the most part, I'm just going to eat something quick and simple. Probably, we'll see. Ugh. I'll see. You won't see. Technically. And because of that, I'm out. Oops. Alright, let's see. Okay. I mean, ideally we get the smaller ones done with first, but let's just focus on these parts here for now. So this area shouldn't have too much in it, right? It should just have a small amount. Yeah, do this, do that. Where the hell are you at in general? Got a tall tree in there too. That like right here or something. Yep. This will probably still be a field though. I think it's just going to be, yeah, mostly this. Yeah, let's just keep getting more of these in. We'll have that one be tall. This one be slightly shorter. Oh, it's barely hitting the edge there. Yeah, I feel like this is fine. Maybe put a bush in here. I think you might still be able to see the bush slightly. So maybe make this like a 180. Yeah. Alright, where are you at? Looks like this one might only be able to have just the one. So it could have two. We move this over here a little bit. And down a bit. Maybe not too close to that. Yeah, I am definitely looking forward to the end of Terraria Nukem Edition tonight. And tonight's recording. Just so I can go beat the wall of flesh and we'll be ready for Season 3. Yeah. But we're not going to be doing Season 3. Nope, we're going to, maybe not last minute, but at least prepare last week. Raft and Lethal Company. Because we need to prepare those two series to be able to record them without any issues. That is the objective. We can do that and determine if both can be recorded without too many issues, then great. Okay. See, I feel like some should be ruined, like, I don't have the wrong pieces yet, so I'm not going to go too balls to walls in these sections here just yet, you know. Yeah, like we might have some ruins here. But I can still have, oops. I can still have some of this. Yeah, that works. Nope, don't do that. So have a few of these here. And this is probably what's going to take over most of this side now. Which makes sense. Since now we're getting a little bit away from that particular tree type in this region and moving on over into a different region. We're not having too many going out here, are we? No, we're having a few. But I guess to some extent doesn't really matter that much, but still. Yeah, keep this as that. I can have this one have more of these trees here. Nope. More of these trees here. Another tree. Third tree. Good. Yeah, because as you can see, most of that is pretty much just filled up with a bunch of trees in that direction. So having just like this side over here be that is good. Okay, so that's kind of the major stuff done with, I think. I guess what I could do now is try to see what I can do about making this area look like it's restricted. Even though it doesn't really matter, we can still put like a rock here or something. Yep, a rock right there. Probably even have another rock right here. Maybe not there precisely. Not there either. Here? No. Unless we were to get rid of this. Where the frick are you? Why are you never centered where you need to be centered, camera? Yeah, that won't work. Maybe I just do a different rock then. I'll have a sharp rock or a spiky rock. Yeah, that's nicer. I'd say for the sake of this, I'll put at least a couple of small trees around. This area is mostly just there for the poison. But that doesn't mean we can't have some small trees here. I could do the same for this area too. But maybe only one, like right here. And then one of these right here. We most likely will probably work on this level next. Let's move this more outwards. Yeah, maybe here. So that way it doesn't look too connected to anything. Yeah, most likely. Although part of me kind of wants to go and continue finishing the, what do you call it here? Oh. Well, you know what? We gotta put stuff here anyway, so I might as well. I don't even know if the grass strand here is going to matter that much because you can't really see much of anything in this section. You might be able to see a little bit of it, but not much. I mean, it makes sense, right? Areas here that are not really fully shown. I was thinking maybe you could see this from here, but still don't know. Yeah, this entire square has been taken by that. Now we're going to go over to this square and put some more strands here. The strands are probably the easiest decorations to work with because they don't require too much effort. No, you fool! The grass strands. It does make the area look more like an open field. Like, you know, those old Game Boy games from long ago. Well, fuck. Well, fuck. Alright, let's see. Let's clear out some of these real quick. How much time's left? 21 minutes, so we still got a lot of time. If all we're doing now is the strands, then yeah, we should be able to get out this quickly, right? Hopefully. Okay, just make a couple more here. I'll put a bush nearby. Why not? At least so we have some of those particular types of things. Okay. That's definitely not right. Hold up. Even though technically it doesn't matter, I still prefer you to be where you're supposed to be, which is here. Any more? No, but let me also close these as well, just because. We don't need his navigation showing itself. Get a quick drink. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think most of this is going to matter, but I'm still going to fill it up with grass strands here because it's nice. Of course it is. It's nice to have a little bit of foliage in your maps. Technically, this is an island, and an island needs some kind of foliage, or at least something foliage coated decorates it, right? And this is essentially what this is. A foliage coated area. And make this one a 180. Man, my eyes are so fucking tired. But I have to get this stuff done with. Oh yeah, as past, I gotta check my emails just to make 100% damn sure that nothing stupid's happening. Good, great, nothing. They said something about 5:30, but you know they also said that they completed it, so that should be all. Better be all because I really don't feel like getting up early and having to drive to that godforsaken town again. What you wearing that? Despite being spayed, shades still meow sometimes. A lot. That's probably because you're not used to this new area yet, right, cat? Oh yeah, close it. It goes up there, right. I could put some bushes on the edges. Sure, why not? Oh god, that's way too big. What was it again? 180? That's not 180. Yeah, 180. 90. What a strange. Okay, wait, we don't need to do that. We can just do this. What a strange looking bushes. But this is a strange land that your player character lives in. But in reality, the land looks relatively normal. It's just to us currently looking at this particular appearance, it looks off, don't it? That's the style that we're going for here, and a style that I like for this particular game. But the gameplay, I guess, square, looking simplistic, it only makes sense, right? And I'm going to put a couple of... Well, we could probably put like a tall tree here at least. We can have some tall trees and mix the, just not a lot. That should be fine. I will test these out. Now, I don't... Wait a minute. Shit. I'm going to go to you, put you over here. I mean, that one's not really that big of a difficult thing to do. Just move it over here. Probably at least still move you here, right? This is still the whole land. Yeah. Yeah. But this is going to get in the way, isn't it? Okay, what are you? I'll move you up to here. Alright, you need to go here instead. I'll move you over here. Where are we again? I should have just... Well, you know what? No. Well, you know what? I have these two... Oh, God, don't do that. I have these two open. I will make adjustments as I see fit. If I was able to spend more time on the zones, I'd be able to get them done with a hell of a lot quicker. It's just, I also got to work on the music, and those are best to do off camera. Wait a minute. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. There we go. It's fixed. Not like it matters, but I would still at least like to keep these somewhat consistent in that department. Okay, let's get some normal strands in here. We can't forget that the normal strands also exist too. Those are good as well to have. It's just, I think now I prefer the new strand variation. Whoops. At the very least, it looks nicer, I must say. Put a small bush in here. Put it like right over here. I'm curious to see what these levels are going to be. Again, I'm mostly going to alternate between levels and music making off camera so that we can keep things relatively, fresh so you don't see me making every single level. Because I gotta at least have some incentive to want people to play this. Though I guess just playing the levels yourselves, going your own path and doing your own thing is incentive enough. Instead of just seeing somebody make it or play it. But I hope this game isn't too difficult because, oh my god. I wouldn't even say average gamer. Casual gamers, casual gamers who do not really do anything with PC, those seem to struggle. But casual PC gamers, I don't know yet. I want to try to test that out at some point, but I need to have somebody who is a PC gamer to come over and try it out. Would be good. Yes, would be good indeed. Why are you going there? I want you here. This area is still a little bit, what do you call it? I could probably put some rocks around here. Grab the green arrow, goddammit. Where is this camera at again? My god, this camera is such a pain. Let me zoom out. Where even am I? No, we have to zoom in. We gotta pinpoint. We gotta pinpoint where the hell everything is at, and that's how we move the camera. Make this a 180. Put this to the side right now. Whoa. Alright, let's work on this area some more. I think we're going to mostly have rocks in this part here. And not all of it being rocks, but some of it rocks. And we'll put you down here. Put you at like a 270. And then go down here. Right? No. Where are we? We're up here. Got it. Okay, not a problem, hopefully. Try that again. Make that a solid 90, though. Why are you going there, you fucking fool? Alright, I guess you're gonna go there then. I really wish... There probably is a setting, but I just haven't bothered looking into it yet. You know what? I probably should at least have some trees here to cover this area up a little bit. I don't think you're going to really be able to see it that well regardless, even without the trees being in the way. But still, it's nice to have these trees here anyways, just to ensure that we at least have some of this area somewhat hidden from view of everyone. Oh yeah, I also got to remember, we can't block too much of the level again. Might be able to put a tree somewhere in that one section, but don't matter. It's nice because we got like a cliffside area with some foliage. And now we've got a, what do you call it, area here? With mostly fields, but it's a forest. It's forest indeed. Pupple's barking. Can you hear that Pupple's barking? Yeah. I think with the level, I mean, we could always just do a test with all the levels opened. I would like to think. Well, actually, wait, hold on. Let me go to here. Let me go to the low resolution aspect ratios. Free aspect? I hope that's good. I'm just gonna try to test to see if the, what's this? This is not gonna like be, you know, anything sensible, so this might not look the same. I have everything muted there, so I don't have to worry about that. You guys can hear the music. Wait, where am I? God dang it. Okay, it's fine. I'll just make my way over there. See, it only really matters when we are recording the actual executable. If it lags here because of the editing. That's why I want to try to optimize these for those who are recording. It's fine when you don't record, but, you know, problems still ensue. Okay, so you can see some of the fields there. This area has not been worked on at all. We got ice as well as water. I'd say that really the one major issue with this is the fact that the water and the ice on this instance looks different. Yeah, I just want to see this area real quick. You see like 3 poison blocks there, kind of giving you a sly hint that there is, that's how the mechanic works. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I don't want to make any adjustments. Okay, yeah. That only really matters here. Unless I want to stick to a 16:9. Yeah, 16:9. A small screen will make it so that there's less lag, right? And we're turning on the leaf. Doesn't look like it's doing any lag bits. And doesn't look like you're hitting that, so that's good. Yeah, you can see like a sly portion of that, but it's not that massive, luckily. So that's not an issue. I'm going to move around this a little bit just to keep trying to test this out, at least in this aspect ratio. I think it'll probably like bring the task manager up and see what our GPU looks like real quick. Our GPU right now is at 45. It's hard to tell. The OBS running, and then this running as well. Probably this running now doesn't help. Yeah, see how the ice kind of like does its thing there. Now I'm curious what the upper section looks like. Did I also change the special events to showcase the yes, they're all good. So at least it looks normal as I go through it and not go through a wall. Alright, let's see here. Okay, so yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of jungle if there's like tall things. Oh god, it's doing a little lag. Where are you at right now? Well, it's not that bad. Being at this aspect ratio. It's not good, though. If I reduce... What does VSync do? Anything to see if I can... No, VSync is... Oh god, where am I? Turn VSync off. Go to free aspect. Is there any way I can adjust free aspects so that this is a bit more... Yeah. This is only really needed for this bit. We don't have that one set up, but that ideally takes us to where we need to be taken to. Ugh, Christ, this GPU is a fucking mess. It's gonna be fun recording Raft, that's for certain. Oh, maybe we'll be fine. Okay, well, I did my test. Where are we at right now? We only got 4 minutes left. Damn. I might just call it here earlier. I'm going to be working on all that. Oh, at least, you know what? Actually, yes, hold on. This is level 15, correct? Now, let me just go into here, because that's the only way to see. Yep, that is level 15. So I will preemptively... where was that again? This is the prefabs. Get me out of there. I want to go to scenes. Got my Z2 level template. And go to zone 2 level 15. We'll put this in zone 2 levels. Okay, good. I'm not going to go over there. I'm just going to get this taken care of. So you're a 4 and a 0, which means that you're going to be a 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. 4 and a 1. And then I'll just go on ahead and put this into the build setting here. Not a problem. There. We have over 1,000 scenes. It's insane. But that's the way the game is. There's several 100 levels. And we're making such slow progress because of all the freaking work and every other series I have going on here. Well, I'm hungry, and I'm going to end this here. So, thank y'all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. We built more of the level. Let me turn this alarm off real quick. Or, not more of the level. We built more of the zone, and now we're making another level. This one I want you guys to see, because it's going to showcase how much of a pain the poison level can be. Now remember, this is optional. It's going to be difficult, but hopefully not too difficult, but it's supposed to be a difficult thing to just show you the vast pain that poison can be. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and of course, previous episode of Game Crafters right over here, and the season finale of Minecraft ROTC Edition right over here. Raft is coming soon, folks. Pray for me. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.